Hello everyone, I'm Anastasia and recently I became 28, so I decided to record this kind of video to get to know each other better, and I want to share with you 20 main thoughts which can describe as my lifestyle and my mindset. So literally you can make a portrait of me based on these phrases. I see my community is growing and it's already 360 subscribers. Maybe we should get to know each other better, so I can record Q&A. So if you have questions about me, if I will have 5 to 10 questions, I will record Q&A. Leave your questions in the comments. And also if you want to know my opinion about different situations in your life, you can also leave in the comments or in DM. So yeah, let's get it started. Every second is a choice. I believe that by not choosing, we are also choosing. So the result of our life is just a small choices that we already did, and even a smallest thing like get up earlier can lead you to be at the right moment at the right place. Fill yourself with what you want to receive in this world. Be the energy you want to attract. I believe it's not about being delusional or ignorant about bad things that happen in the world right now, or maybe with you. I believe it's more about choice, to noticing good things. Like the world is not just black, not just white, and in every blackness you can see a little bit of whiteness. So I believe it's a choice. That's why be the energy you want to attract. Trust the universe. Everything happens in the right time. And before you will receive something good in your life, maybe the most important things will be taken away from you. And you should give it with gratitude, because after you can receive things maybe you couldn't even imagine about. Everything is out of our control, actually under the control of the universe, I believe. I will share with you my favorite way of picking between two choices. So if you have two choices or 3 for example, and you can't decide what is better for you, you should say to your trustworthy friend. And actually, when you will find yourself defending a certain position, the choice is made. You already know the answer. So it works for me every time. Not everything in our life just a pleasant experience. But this is not the reason for non-activity and for excuses. But this is the reason to take care of your life and to fill it with pleasant experience as much as possible. It is our responsibility. For me, the fear of regret is greater than the fear of failure, because just think, if you will fail, if you will mess up with something, you will forget about after a while, or at least you will have a funny stories to tell somebody when you will be old. But if you will never do something that you really wanted to do, you may remember this for the rest of your life. Time doesn't go backward and life cannot be lived again. So don't blame yourself for mistakes, because everyone is living this life just first time and everyone make mistakes. So just call it experience. And don't be afraid to make mistakes, because when you're doing mistakes, it means you're not just existing, you are actually living. Be open to a new experience, and if you can see that someone can do something in a different way, it's not a reason to blame somebody or told this person that they are doing this thing wrong. It's actually a reason to consider, to wonder, and maybe to take note for yourself that it actually can be done differently. The voices in your head are a soundtrack to your life. So by fixing relationship with yourself, the whole picture can change, and you can switch drama to a comedy or to a different genre, any genre that you like. Trust yourself. If you have overcome problems that seemed impossible in the past, it means you can do this again. Because you are you. And if you have done this before, you can do this again. The more we show our gratitude, the more we receive the things we are thankful about. I believe in this, and just look at yourself. Look right now how many things you already have that you have been dreaming about before. The kind heart speaks more of you than always being right. I believe that this world needs more kindness, and maybe that's the reason why I like Turkish culture, Turkish people so much. I know it's not just only about Turkish culture, but when I'm there, I feel like I'm in a better place, because they are always so kind and open-hearted. So I believe we should be more kinder to each other. We are quickly to believe that our thoughts is a clear reflection of reality, but sometimes it's absolutely not the case. While in reality there is a situation that happens with us, and there is stories that we telling ourselves about situations that happens with us. That's how tricky our mind is, and you shouldn't forget that our thoughts is not equal of situations that happen in reality. If you love someone, rather than doing what you think they need, it's better to do something that they themselves ask you to do. I believe it is more important to know unique characteristics of the person and what they want to be treated, how they want to be treated, rather than express your feelings just a standard way. Sometimes if something seems good, it not always seems it is right for you. Sometimes we have things just for experience, just for expanding our worldview, and not for trying to take control of the situation or take possession of this. The world is not just black and white, and it is comfortable to have easy answers to everything, to all your questions, but there is no something just good or something just bad. It is far from truth. Every situation can be messy, and we should strive to take everything as experience rather than judging someone or even extra complimenting, because it can lead to a toxic strive for achievements. If a large piece of space rock falls to your head, if you will have your heart broken, if your business will go under, just let it be. Because you know what? An anxiety makes you suffering twice. So why should we waste our nervous system for unnecessarily things? I believe in planning, I believe in avoiding certain situations, bad situations, but everything else is out of our control. So an anxiety makes us suffering twice. It takes time to create a life that you feel has meaning. Every single small step is meaningful. That's why we should have more patience and less expectations. Don't wait until you will feel confident enough to act, because your confidence builds exactly as you take actions and grow in your experience and education. You already know when you like or when you dislike something, even if you are saying you don't, because your gut knows everything instead of you. Just every time you are trying to convince yourself otherwise. Okay, it was all things that I wanted to share with you guys, and it doesn't mean that I'm perfect at these things. It means it is my direction in which I want to make self-improvement my whole life, and you can see exactly who am I as a person. So Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you like my videos, and don't forget to leave your questions in the comments or Instagram so I can make Q&A the next video if we will have at least like 5 to 10 questions. Okay, thank you for staying with me. Have a good day and see you later.